you. It's Thursday and I brought a friend on with me. This is what we're doing today, okay? So first things first, let me just go into the thing that I always say, all right? So what we're gonna be talking about real quick today is go for gold. And some of you might be like, what in the heck is that? That is the thing that I made just for network marketers. So I dipped a toe myself into network marketing. So I'm a business strategist, but I dipped a toe in network marketing. I crushed it, and then I documented it, created a system, and show everybody else how to do it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is go for gold. But real quick, let me just say this. If you are watching on the YouTubes, go ahead and make sure that you subscribe. Oh, I can't do the subscribe on on Hannah's side. Subscribe, comment, and then share the videos onto your own social media. Tag me or my business page in the videos. And one person every single week is going to win something. You get a little tappy tap on your shoulder. And we're like, hey, go ahead and pick something up out of the swag shop. If you haven't been to the swag shop, no big deal. Go to withmartha.com, go up to the top on the navigation bar, click on shop. That's how you get to it. You'll be able to pick one thing out of the swag shop. So there is that. Now, let's talk to Hannah. This, like I said, when we first started talking this morning, because we've been on for a couple of minutes now, I was like, Hannah, we're going to take it old school. Like old school, like my kicks up here, right? Like old school. Go for gold, old school. Because that was like, what, 2 or 3 years ago at this point. So Go for Gold, like I said, you guys, that was the program that I created from, like, I hit a rank that typically takes 4 to 5 years to hit in this company that I was in, and it took me 6 months. And so obviously everybody was really interested in how to do it, and I just created a system, like I create a system for everything, and Go for Gold is the system, and it's super inexpensive. And if you guys want to jump into Go for Gold, I don't know if there is a link here in the video or not, but if there isn't, then just go to my website withmartha.com. You'll be able to find the course, or just message me, either way. So Hannah, let's talk about... Hi. So let's talk about life before Go for Gold, and then like it's just gone poof, 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 poof since then. But let's talk about life before it, right? So do you even remember what life was like before you took Go for Gold years ago?
Yeah, I do. I remember drowning in a sea of vagueness. I remember wanting desperately to succeed and being constantly told, and this isn't just in network marketing, I feel like this happens in a lot of companies, but I was in network marketing. Just show up and do all the things, just show up. And like, it gets to a point where you're like, there has to be something more, like something I'm missing, right?
Yeah. That's whenever I was searching, because as I joined it, like I didn't join it because I wanted to join a network marketing thing. I was a business strategist and I was like, that's cute. But I joined it because I really liked the products and I was like, oh, I could make money here too. Cool. Well, let me see what I can do. And so I started looking around at the successful people in the industry, and I imagined that success was going to leave clues, except the clues that success leaves. So I imagine success is like breadcrumbs, like, what is it, Hansel and Gretel? I imagined the breadcrumbs, but what I think happens in network marketing with a lot of successful people
is sweep it up.
They do. They keep their own breadcrumbs. They're stale, moldy breadcrumbs. They like hang on to them with everything. And I'm like, what is going on here? And I'm like, fine. Listen, if I can't figure it out, if I can't see it out there, then it likely doesn't exist. Let me figure out a system. We'll make my team crush it, and then we'll just teach the whole world. Why not? So
yeah.
After you learned like the system that I ended up teaching my team and whatever, what happened to you at that point?
So at that point I was still with that company, and I crushed it. Like I crushed it. They had a bonus thing. I don't want to say the name of it, but it was like a seasonal bonus thing where if you hit certain ranks for the first time, like I flew through all the way up to the 4th rank in the company, I think. And very, very quickly, with less work, it felt like. I mean, there's a little bit of setup with Go for Gold. Super excited to go through Go for Gold again now that I know I can do it with my new company. I know, I'm so pumped on that. I didn't realize, so I'm like, yes.
She's referring to
a little bit of setup.
She's referring to the unbranded one, because I used to only have it available for the company I was in, and now that I'm not in that company, I'm just making it available to everybody. So I recreated it so it's updated and unbranded. So that's what she's talking about. Go ahead.
Yay! Yeah, so there's a little bit of setup. What I did is I was working a couple of Martha's programs, your earlier programs, at the same time. So I would do like half an hour, 45 minutes of Go for Gold each day, rather than try and power through it, so that I could still keep up with the other things. Because any business, you still need to do your regular business stuff, reaching out to people, talking to people, that kind of stuff, right?
Yes, absolutely. And so you started crushing through ranks. Like, so you hit like the 4th rank just in how many days? Do you remember? It was crazy.
I went, the highest I'd been before that was, so if you count the initial distributor, so the highest I'd been was the 3rd. I then went to the 4th within a month, within 30 days of Go for Gold. And then I hovered there or thereabouts to that 5th rank until I chose to leave that company. That 5th rank, just with the structure, was just unattainable. I had so much volume, just in all the wrong places, right?
I hear that. So, okay, well, let's talk about what it's like today. I know you ended up joining HBR, like when it first came out too, and then you're with the new company now. What's going on now? Because like I am seeing you on social media, and like you know how you are somebody's cheerleader from a distance. Like you see what they're doing and you're like, girl, you better work, right? Like not hustle, but like get it, girl, right? Like I feel like you're cheerleader from a distance. And that's like, I'm watching the stuff that you're doing. Tell us what life is like now.
What life is like now? Well, and I credit so much of it to you, Martha. I don't think you'll ever know how much I credit to you. And I'm not going to get emotional because that's my favorite thing, is crying. Through Go for Gold, through your programs, but specifically through your coaching and your groups and Heather and everything that you bring together, I, for the first time in my entire life, am able to shine 100% authentically as who I am. I am able to, I found the right company for me. And that's something I do want to say to people. Just because you love a company's products, I still use my previous company's products every single day. That doesn't mean the culture is right for you, and it doesn't mean that their business model fits. Mm-hmm. I found a business model that allows me to be me. It allows me to use any systems I want. I can use yours. I can use my own. I can use theirs. And for the first time in my entire life, I am wholeheartedly accepted, not just for who I am right now, but for everything I was and for everything I will be. I was honored. I was just in Dallas. We had a huge company convention in Dallas. And I was honored for my rank. So I've actually run through the first 5 ranks I ran through in my first full 3 months with this new company.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, I'm going to hit six. I know, it's crazy. It's like a dream. So I still work full time. I still have a full-time job. I want you guys to know my husband's away 2 weeks of the month. If I can do this, anyone can do this, right? I have 3 kids, 2 dogs. Did I mention that? So I was honored for my rank, right? Which is cool and it's great. What I was honored for more than anything, and I have it here behind me, I was given an award for my character. I was given an award by a leader in our team who has 8,000 people below her. She was asked to honor one person for their character. And she said there was no question. There was no question when she was asked to give this award that she was going to be giving it to me. And that is how I want to live every day of the rest of my life, in servitude as a servant leader. I want people to know you can do anything you want to do. And most of it came from you, Martha. So
Oh, it's you. It was always you. I'm just a systems girl. I just do systems, but like it pulls you out of you,
well,
right?
you do a lot more than systems. Like even the Go for Gold student group, when you're following the systems, the support you get in there, and SMS and HBR, but the community for someone who is looking to start out or looking for a second chance or looking to completely switch careers, the community is vital, and that's what you do so well.
Oh, thank you so much. That's my heart and soul, is building communities that support each other and not letting the those folks that want to tear people down, they don't even get a place at the table.
No, agreed.
You
Agreed.
are
The
gone.
naysayers will be nice. The naysayers.
The naysayers. Yes, absolutely. Well, shoot. What would you say to somebody? There's the question. What would you say to somebody who's like, oh, so there's a thing called Go for Gold, because they probably don't know. And they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe that can help me, but I don't know if I want to start right now. I don't know if this is going to be like other things, What, you know how the stuff goes. What would you say to them?
I would say Go for Gold is evergreen, especially now, because I was going to go through it again anyway and just de-brand what I'd already done, but now I know there's a unbranded version that makes me so happy. So I would say I don't think it matters what point in your career you're at when you decide to take this. And the reason for that is I'm a different person to who I was 2 years ago when we first met, Martha. And therefore my bat signal's changed. Everything's changed. Everything about me has changed. The things I want to do, I've gone from wanting to have 10K months. I want to have 100K months. That is my new target. Like I can smash 10K months. I want to have 100K months, month after month after month. I want to be in the $1 million club this time next year. So the fact that it's evergreen, you can go back to it anytime, go through it once, see how it's working for you, see the kind of people it attracts, right? How the people you attract, tweak it, change it. It's evergreen. Start it now. Maybe you finish it in a month's time, but then maybe you go back to it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way it goes. Absolutely. And it's on your own time. So you do it when you want to do it. I'm not going to overtalk it because I don't need to oversell it. It's inexpensive. So we don't even really need to talk about it that much. Oh. But you guys, if you wanted to jump into Go for Gold, you could either message me to get the link to it. You could go to my website. You could probably just Google Go for Gold, Martha Krejci, and it would come up. There's a lot of ways to be able to jump in there. But Hannah, I wanted to honor you publicly. Like the way that, first of all, can we all just have a collective, heartfelt, fuzzy moment for the fact that there's a company out there that asks a leader to honor somebody's character on their team?
The only company.
I've never heard of that. That is beyond, that's where we're going. Right? Like that's where the economy, that's where the workforce, that's where it's going. And a lot of companies aren't keeping up with that. It's a necessity for us to be able to live from our spirit. It's a necessity. Anybody not jumping on board with that is behind and is going to lose. I'm going to say it right now. But that's...
And Martha, just briefly, not only did it mean so much to me, every single person on the whole team was touched by it. And in the company, but our team, the team that I joined when I joined in January, because they've all been touched by my help or by my kindness or, so it wasn't just for me. Yeah. It was for every single one of them saying, we see your good deeds.
Yeah.
We see what you do to help people. Everybody, it honored everybody. It was an incredible moment.
I have head to toe goosebumps right now. It's just so awesome. And I just want to honor you right now publicly, like I said, and say thank you for being you. Thank you for whenever you weren't feeling things were right for you. Thank you for recognizing it and then being able to be brave enough and confident enough, because you haven't had an easy life. So to be able to be brave enough and confident enough to say, I'm going to take a different turn. And whatever happens, happens. But this is my choice. This is what I'm doing. And I'm going to move forward in this direction so incredibly intentionally. Like, I am just beyond proud of you and the way that you show up for the world. So Hannah, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on with me this morning.
Oh, I'm so blessed. Everything is a blessing, Martha. You're a blessing. You're a true blessing.
Oh, my word.
Everybody. I love you all, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, I love you guys. And we mentioned HBR just a little bit, so I'm just going to say this at the end. If you guys have not yet jumped in, I would totally do it. You just go to Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want. You know the drill. Know that it goes up almost 10x the price next month. Jump in now. Start today. Start changing your world today. It's without doubt that you will change your world when you start doing this stuff. You will start to get to live like Hannah lives. You'll be able to start living from your spirit, living from your soul. If you want to do that, you need to make a step. You keep living the life you've been living, you will continue having the things you've been having. You need to make a change somewhere. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate you.
You are so welcome.
Bye-bye.